Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Bulldozer is out there with the Beast. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Marin in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks. And gosh, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Here's Alvarado. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren kicks to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, they weren't happy to give up a 3 on the other end, but there you see Williams with the reply.
Here's Alvarado. Defended by Dort. There's the triple. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Holmgren. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. The 11-footer, it's not going to go for him.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. On the city ball. Screen by Hartenstein. Williams passes to Dort. Misses the 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
SGA finds Holmgren. To stop the run, count the basket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Alvarado missing.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Here's Marin. 5 points in the game.
3 points.
Yeah, this looks like
A pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Jordan Poole.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
I don't know what else to say about SGA. He is so creative and fearless handling that basketball.
Here's Alvarado. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Dort. Still scoreless. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
SGA going hard to the basket and finishing it with some power.
Here's Alvarado. Defended by Dort. Three-pointer. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Merritt. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pelicans pull it in.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Poole the pass to Alvarado. Fades. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Alvarado's got 14.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. And New Orleans also making a change. Anthony's checked in. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Pelicans on D. They have a 19-point lead.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And that comes off the assist by SGA. 8 points for Chet Holmgren.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Now, here's SGA. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, Kevin. Closing in on the trade deadline, it's the Rockets front office getting things done. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Marin's got 27 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly. You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Just 4 to shoot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Marin. He's coming off a 34-point game against San Antonio.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense.
Oh, he threw that one down.
My goodness.
Wow.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, Williams that time perfectly in rhythm. Just catch and release.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for SGA. Williams has gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Marin. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Marin's got 33 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Guys, back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. 6 to shoot. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pass to Wiggins. And stolen by Williamson. Here's the break. Here's Marin. Defended by Caruso. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's
That's as good as it gets.
Woo! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The Thunder have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that one misses. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
Holmgren, right side. Back to Joe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Taken away by Anthony. Up the floor. Oh, he would not be denied.
What a burst.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Holmgren. Count it. Holmgren's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
He got it up. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so it's New Orleans with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
And here are the Pelicans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
Aaron Wiggins is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
The chosen one gets the basket.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder shooting here about 46% for the game. Caruso, no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's the chosen one. Again, the Pelicans score.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Wallace misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Here's Marin, covered by Joe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Marin. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And stolen by Wallace. Now here's Caruso. Guarded closely. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Toronto.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Pocket 2. Oh, a nice shot by Marin.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc, and Looney sends it back. Nice move, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, you've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Pass to Marin. Here's the chosen one. From downtown, another bucket. Wow!
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Look for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Wiggins, and it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Williamson. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Dort passes to Williams, looking to end the run, and Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren's got 14 points.
And when he's in the flow, Holmgren can really up his scoring, and he's done it in a variety of ways.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 9. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's the bulldozer, and then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams.
He just drifts in off the baseline and throws down the amazing reverse windmill.
I think Greggy was saving that one for us. Wow.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
The wide open look here for Caruso. Gets it from three-point range. Caruso's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Caruso sets the screen for Williams, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the chosen one. He's got 14. Pass to Alvarado. Pulls it up. Beats shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams takes it off the glass. And it's 9 points here for Jalen Williams.
Yeah, nice possession there. J-Dub gets the ball around the rim, and he knows how to finish.
Here's Marin. And another three for New Orleans.
3 points. Simply one of the best shooting performances. You are ever going to see a three-point barrage.
Shoots it. Another one falls for New Orleans. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Launches a three. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused.
The skill from home will be something to behold.
Here's Marin. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Dort, and a strong finish with two hands.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Now, Alvarado. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Caruso kicks to Wallace. Over in the corner, Williams. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's an easy one right there for Williams. He'll take that one all day. He loves the corner three.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him. Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Caruso. here's Williams. Defense right on him. Buries it from three-point range. Caruso's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Thunder.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's Marin. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Oklahoma City's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. The Bulldozer, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. The Bulldozers got 10 points.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
.105 left in the first half. Outside, Dort. From the baseline. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. New Orleans with the ball. Here's Marin. And another one falls.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Now here's Wallace. He's guarded closely. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Wallace outside. No good again that time. And so it's New Orleans enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, let's wrap it up. Get ready for your Pocket Bite Arena Entertainment.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
They picked up the dunk master Aaron Gordon, versatile defensively, can guard a bunch of positions, and he brings the energy.
Flexible offensively as well. Can be a small ball 5, shoot it a bit, man. Very solid pickup.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Pelicans.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Jordan Poole is out there with Jose Alvarado. And there's the Bulldozer. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Anthony in at the small forward. Outside, Dort. A three-pointer off the mark.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
The 3 from Poole. Bangs home the trifecta. Poole's got his first 3 points of the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. He can't get that one to fall. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Alvarado. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Alvarado's got 19 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's SGA. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Poole, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face. Kevin?
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A 3 ball. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. New Orleans has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Basket, good.
Jordan Poole does not lack confidence. You see him right there with this stop and pop.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Here's Alvarado, defended by Dort. Fires from the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in. Alvarado's got 5 points in the quarter. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Holmgren, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Pass to Dort. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Lots of room. Pelicans pull it in. The Bulldozers got his 8th rebound here tonight. Driving in. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Poole, no good.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
It with authority.
Oh, nice. Jordan Poole showing you a little verticality.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Lets it fly. Again, the Pelicans score.
And obviously.